means. What means? Mean. Start grunting.
Matter what the environment is. You know, the environment. I don't even know what that is. That's everything. The environment. I'm concerned about the environment. It's like, which is, how is that different than saying I'm worried about everything?
Bitch, it has a specific definition, you dumbass. You don't have to get like the environment, bro. Just Google it. I don't know. Just use a definition here.
The surrounding or conditions in which a person, animal, or plant lives and operates.
Damn, that wasn't that fucking hard, was it, dude?
Didn't even.
That was so easy to define, actually. You're a PhD?
It's not easy.
What's the fucking environment?
PhD's nuts.
Sheesh. Got him. Retired now, bitch.
W. Dan.
Dude, this guy, how are you real, bro? This take on the environment is so funny.
The environment. I don't even know what that is. That's everything. The environment. I'm concerned about the environment. It's like,
Talk about the alligators!
Bro, whatever, Jordan.
This is why I'm watching!
Wow, there's a lot of these. This is great. Here, there's more here. I'm loving this, man.
Why do you care?
Right.
Let me ask you about the famine of the 30s.
yeah.
Do you think
Ukraine?
in the Ukraine?
Oh, yeah. Fun.
Similar.
Fun.
It tastes like beef jerky. It tastes like...
Jesus.
Chill.
I didn't hit it twice.
A lot of the things you mentioned in the last few sentences kind of echo to that part of human history.
The hole in the door.
Do you
The hole in the door.
Hold the door. Hold her.
The hole in the door.
There's more. USB. Okay, so this sounds pretty
The
crazy.
West, for example, is no longer at replacement with regard to birth rate. It means we've abandoned the virgin and the child in the most fundamental sense. It's a bloody catastrophe.
What the fuck is the virgin and the child? Is that some biblical shit?
Yeah, Jesus and Mother Mary.
So what does it have to do with Jesus and Mother Mary?
Well, he's just saying, like, humanity's most sacred duty is to procreate, essentially, and that we
But why has he got to say it like that?
Because he's Jordan Peterson.
He goes,
he has
"We've
to be
abandoned-
obtuse and weird as possible about
The
everything.
virgin and the child. Just say we have to have more kids. You got to talk like a psychobabble. What matters? Children.
Sexual desire of any sort.
What matter makes children? Come.
I have the great luxury of coming.
There's more.
Urgency. Dragon. There's a dragon.
Uh-oh.
Someone comes and says,
Oh
"There's a
no,
dragon."
he's talking about the
I'm
dragon.
the guy to deal with it. That's what the environmentalists say. The radical
Bread and
types
butter.
who push limits to growth. Then I look at them and I think, okay, is that dragon real or not? Why should I listen to you? Well, let's see how you're reacting.
I was so fucked up on Xanax once. I saw a literal dragon. I found myself asking, is that dragon real?
I was watching House of the Dragon last night on 100 milligrams of benzos.
I saw the dragon in my living room. Was it a real dragon? No. But did I love the dragon? Yes.
To the dragon. First of all, you're scared stiff and in a state of panic. That might indicate you're not the man for the job.
Dude, this man is on the verge. He's got one foot in the grave. Like, seriously. Get this man help. Feed this man a fucking tomato or something. Man, he's sustenance.
Vitamin C.
His body is failing.
You're scared stiff and in a state of panic. That might indicate you're not the man for the job.
Pussy!
Second, you're willing to use compulsion to harness other people to fight the dragon for you. So now not only are you terrified, you're a terrified tyrant. So then I would say, well, then you're not the Moses that we need to lead us out of this particular Exodus.
Dude, I'm sorry, but there's no fucking way that people listen to this and we're like, that man, this is the best Jordan's ever been. He's not even coherent. He speaks in like metaphors, like non-stop metaphors. It's just not a good way to communicate. You can't mix metaphors.
Okay. I missed the part of the Bible where Moses is fighting dragons, though. That sounds pretty
yeah,
sick.
right. That's what I'm saying. You can't mix metaphors, bro. You got to stick with one. Otherwise, it gets too sloppy.
This was by far my favorite conversation between two human beings. I feel so lucky to have listened in on
No
it.
way.
Thank you both.
No
I
fucking
believe
way.
it.
How many views does it have?
1 million. 1 million.
Okay, that's not like an existential crisis. A million I can live with. If I had 20 or something, that'd be worried.
1.3. So then I would say, well, then you're not the Moses that we need to lead us out of this particular Exodus.
Look, there's a dragon, but then Moses comes in. We need Moses to lead us away from the dragon and spread the seas, like King David, like Alexander the Great, who cut the cube in half. And then we gotta get the dragon and spread the sea. Wait, I'm Moses. Okay, now I'm Alexander. We need to conquer this dragon.
With our own dragon. We need our own dragon.
We need our own. Have you guys seen the new House of Dragons? Very good show. But as I was saying,
Let's say someone asked me a question in the YouTube comment. Said, why can I trust your advice on the environmental front?
that is a great
thought-
question. Why the fuck would I listen to Jordan Peterson on environmental?
And I say,
Why did
what
what?
is listening? What is listening? What is is?
I just can't believe he's getting into like climate change denial now. Like, where did that even come from, dude?
This was, and I don't say this lightly, the best conversation I've ever heard with the doc as a guest. Lex did a huge favor to JBP followers in this video.
Play the We Are all
Domestic terrorists?
yeah. Go ahead, AB.
Any moment now, AB? Nope.
That's not what I asked
It's not.
Close enough. Let's keep going.
for. That's not it.
That's not.
Where is the best place to shit in a Walmart?
All right.
Why
Why is everything about Walmart? Yeah, what the fuck?
We are.
You clearly just typed Walmart, AB.
Domestic
Oh,
terrorist.
he got it. He got it, folks.
One more time.
Okay, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are all domestic.
All right, you know what?
We didn't quite make it to the end, but
You just forget it. We got it.
Yeah, Flocka. That's a really good question. Okay, let's see if we can figure out the principles by which the advice would be trustworthy. Okay, how do you know it's not trustworthy? Well, one potential response to that would be the claims are not in accordance with the facts. But, you know, facts are tricky things, and it depends on where you look for them. So
It depends how you define depends.
I have never heard of
The
that
facts are
before.
tricky things.
I'm just spitting facts, you know.
Is that when your
Sometimes
face
the
looks
facts
like a
is like
vagina,
Geppetto.
or like what's the deal?
You try to build a real boy, but he gets swallowed by a whale.
Yeah, how'd you know?
And inside the whale, you find the Excalibur,
right.
like King Arthur.
But
And-
it's,
Wait,
but it's
really?
shattered.
Are you guys
like
sure that
Aragorn's
was me?
sword.
Because
Like
I
a
don't
book.
think I've played it
It
before.
must be reforged.
And it's like
Oh.
you come out like Moses spreading the sea, and it's all just too much.
Because you're the first one on the moon, just like Neil Armstrong. You're up there, all alone.
It's like Geppetto said. I
There's
wish I
shoddy
had a
coming?
real boy.
It's like,
Jiminy Cricket.
it's like Geppetto said.
Oh my
This
God.
porridge is too hot, but this one is just right.
You know, the fable of the three bears is really says a lot. And it's like she went in there to taste the porridge, but instead
Oh, look, right there.
she found a big
Oh,
swamp,
shit.
and it was
Let's
Shrek and Donkey.
go. Shit.
I must say that I've had some post-coital regrets about that
Oh
phrase.
my god. Fuck it.
That's a
Just,
tough
like,
one to get right because, for
Because
example,
it's bad.
Lomberg's fundamental critics argue about his facts, not just his interpretation of them.
So this guy
Thanks,
goes, he goes,
oh my
someone's
God.
left, why should I listen to you about environmental shit? And he said, well, that's a good question, because facts, and well, facts are tricky. And well, this one guy about this one thing said this. Bro, you got
Fuck
nothing to
you.
say?
I'm trying to make a point.
Dude, forget
Well,
it. It's too late.
He so
alright?
quickly. I don't know if I caught it completely correctly, but it was like, what if somebody said that to you, and then within 2 sentences, he's like 3 guys deep into a hypothetical back and forth.
It's the inception of,
Right, it's just like, you don't. Well, but then he would say this,
gross.
but then somebody might say this to that.
Yeah,
And it's just like, what do you say?
it's the inception
question.
of podcasting or something.
No,
or,
dude,
I
I
don't know,
really
thinking.
can't
I
drive
mean,
that. I swear. I'm
the
so
man's
bad at driving.
inceptioning
like,
himself into a black
yeah,
hole of
you-
fucking
you,
nothingness.
You go ahead.
Yes.
You know, how can anyone watch this and think this is an interesting
Are
intellectual
you ready? This is my
conversation? It's just
Killtacular right
sad.
here. Dude! That,
The mob.
Wow.
So that can't be an unerring guide. And so I thought, well, the
shit,
facts
shit. I got you guys. I
exactly
got you
doesn't
guys.
work. Because when it's about
I thought I will ask a climate Scientologist, and then I said, fuck that.
There's Shoddy Tunnel in
I did
Pelican.
not.
Because what is climate?
Run low. Run low. Oh my
And
god.
what is a scientist? And then I thought, it rains a lot in Pinocchio when the flood comes. Well, that's climate.
And to that,
Oh,
someone would say,
He had no idea.
And so we have to consider that.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
And you know-
bruv. Wait, I'm about to die.
This he just goes on a tangent. This morning I had a pretty bad
Yeah,
diarrhea.
We're good. We're good.
So there's that to consider.
Hey, Nigel.
I use baby
Thornberry.
wipes. They say they clog the drains. Does anybody figure that into their equation?
Nigel?
who has to go fix those
so
things?
why is your name Nigel
These poor men,
Thornberry?
these sewer workers.
So to answer your question, yes,
But,
people
like,
should
why
listen to
him,
me about
though?
the environment. Whatever that means.
There's not like
Everything, there's too many facts.
Really?
So then how do you determine?
That's what I figured out his cadence.
I love
Whatever that
cartoon.
means. We gotta think about the facts. Speeds up real fast, or he emphasizes. Ah!
Even if someone's a trustworthy guide.
Do you
Phase
have
of the
that?
apocalyptic unknown, because that's really the question.
Motherfucker, should they listen to you on climate?
Ouch.
And the answer is, they're not terrified tyrants.
Let's go. Let's go.
I think that's the answer.
Bro, that's the answer to what? Nobody. That's the answer to no one's question.
Nobody asked, dude. Nobody asked. Hey, what an amazing gift to all your listeners. This tops the list as far as interviews with important thinkers. Thank you so much for sharing this interview with your audience. I will listen again and be inspired.
Oh my god. Were these people even listening? Or were they like doing something else in the
Pelican?
background?
Well,
Wow.
if you're
really?
actually listening, it sounds like a very clever conversation,
Yeah.
right? But if you're
Yeah,
actually like, what
spam
the
that
fuck is he
shit,
saying?
please.
It doesn't make any sense.
God damn.
This was heaven. Literally my 2 favorites in the last few years, and nobody before them.
Wow.
Oh my god.
But Nietzsche said God is dead.
Here's a new one. Here he believes he uses logic
Whoops.
to prove God exists.
And we have killed him, and we'll not find
Lasers
enough water
up.
to wash away all the blood. So that was Nietzsche. He's no fool.
He's got away with words.
He certainly does. And so then you think, okay, well, we killed the transcendent. Well, what does that mean for science? Well, it frees it up because all that nonsense about a deity is just the idiot superstition that stops the scientific process from moving forward. That's basically the new atheist claim, something like that. It's like, wait a second. Do you believe in the transcendent if you're a scientist?
That, hold on, dude. I
And the
kinda
answer
wanna,
is-
wait, let's just
Well,
go.
not only do you believe in it, you believe in it more than anything else, because if you're a scientist,
This guy He poses questions to himself and then answers them. It's a great way to make you sound like
That's
you
the
have
whole
answers.
podcast.
Damn.
Well, let me ask you this. Well, wait a minute.
I did not see
What
that
did you
guy.
eat for breakfast? Well, the answer is pancakes.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
You believe in what objects to your theory
Thankly,
more
he's
than you believe in
literally
your
okay,
theory.
thanks, dude.
Now, we got to think that through very carefully. So your theory describes the world, and as far as you're concerned,
watch out, Nigel.
your description
Oh
of the
my
world
God.
is the world. But because you're a scientist, you think, well, even though that's my description of the world and that's what I believe, there's something beyond what I believe. And that's the object. And so I'm going to throw my theory against the object and see where it'll break.
Random
And then
as
I'm going
fuck.
to use the evidence of the break as a source of new information to revitalize my theory. So as a scientist, you have to posit the...
Nobody's following it.
I'm curious where this is going
Yeah.
because
Okay,
I'm
all right, here we
following
go.
what he's saying.
Here we go.
Existence of the ontological transcendent before you can move forward at all.
Vagina
But more.
face.
You have to posit that contact with the ontological transcendent, annoying though it is because it upsets your apple cart, is exactly
cart?
what will in fact set you
Oh
free.
my gosh.
So then you accept the proposition that there is
No,
a transcendent
okay, yeah.
reality,
Shut the fuck up. It's
and
so
that,
stupid.
that
No.
contact
Are you asking a logical question?
with that transcendent reality is redemptive in the most fundamental.
Now you have to ask yourself, bring the back. I love that, Ian, bring that back. You have to ask yourself, where's my apple cart going? And is it stopping before the donkey with the bird, the beast of burden?
Are you guys friends?
The beasts, we feel for the beasts because, well, they're beasts. But what is a beast?
The beast gets the beauty.
If the beast did get the beauty, so is it a beast or a prince? And I go back to the apple cart. And I take a bite of the apple of knowledge. You know, Adam, he took a bite of an apple. That didn't turn out so good, did it? And Eve, well, she's just a rib. She's not even really a whole person.
They have a banshee.
That one. Holy shit.
This is awesome. Here's the last one. Let's watch it.
No.
Death, your own.
No. I'm just going.
Who knows?
How
Go ahead.
often do you gaze upon death, your own?
Yeah, this guy knew. This guy's reading. He sees the writing on the wall. How often do you think about
Driver's
that?
one shot.
Because it's right around the corner, bro. And we all know it. This is his effort to be like, yo, are you okay? This is how much,
His intervention.
yeah, this is the best they can do to intervene.
Very soon you go to hell.
So how often do you think about death, Jordan Peterson?
Who knows?
How often do you gaze upon death, your own? How often do you remind yourself that this ride ends?
Personally,
Personally.
all the time.
Literally every
You,
second of every day.
as a deep thinker,
He knows, man. He knows he's not well. Like, he
Are
could
you
be
like
healthy
listing
and
off
like
shows we
live a
should
long
watch?
time, but something is going deeply wrong. Like the meat, the benzos. There's just his body is not surviving well. He's putting the wrong gas in the fucking tank. You know what I mean?
Shatteringly insightful conversation. Thank you both for expressing yourselves so fully and truthfully. It was a pleasure to watch and listen.
Shattering.
Shatteringly insightful.
Man, Jordan Peterson wrote that.
No, it's a Bisquick knife.
Right, okay.
The great thinker.
All right.
Bisquick.
as a deep thinker and philosopher, it's easy to start philosophizing and forgetting that you might die
The
today.
angel of death sits on every word.
He's always right behind me.
I think about death constantly. The angel of death sits on every word I say. And every morning I take a benzo and I wonder, is this my last? What is last? What is benzo? Benzo sounds like bend. Am I bending over to pick up my benzo? No. No. It's on the table. I don't have to bend. Anyway, I'm gonna die.